Okay, let's talk about non-discount email campaigns. I feel like there are two types of clients in general when I talk on the sales calls, when I talk in generally with the e-commerce clients, and I think you will agree, Simon, that it's either one bracket is either no discounts at all, like discounts are the enemy, and we don't want to be a discounting brand, and we never send any discounts. It's always like, either value emails or not sending any emails whatsoever. Or there is another one bracket of customers who only do discountings, and like every other day it's 20-30% off, and then they are wondering why kind of returns are diminishing with every month. Would you agree to it, with such
Yeah, I
conclusion?
would absolutely agree. But what I would say is that, especially like if you are just starting out dropshipping, branded dropshipping, and you're not positioned like in luxury fashion, or like you're not super established brand, like basically you have no brand if you're just starting out, or even if your business is like 1 year old, you make 100 200K per month, uh, you still, in my personal opinion, you need to value cash more right now, instead of course, no discounts, but for a comprehensive email strategy, the way we also do it at Vex for our clients, I think it's very important not to have it maybe every week, like sales campaigns every week too, but balance it. Like, let's say we send 10 email campaigns a month for a brand. I would say a good balance would be like 5-6 educational slash promotional campaigns where you test different angles, you try to highlight the benefits of the product instead of leading with the offer. Of course, the offer would close the deal much more often, but you need to show the value to your subscribers of what you're bringing to the table. So then the offer can close the sale whenever you do the sale. And that's especially more true for higher AOV items, but even with beauty, with lower AOV, it would still, it's still worth basically to explore different formats for email campaigns, and not only do like sales campaigns, basically.
Yeah,
So yeah.
absolutely. And I think it's just to add up to your point, I think it's important to find that balance, because you don't really want to be like a coupon machine that you're only sending coupons, and there is no value for clients to say on your email list. But you also don't want to limit your sales potential, because at the end of the day, it's not a secret that the discount codes work, and customers do like to have deals and shopping. It's just I think a matter of finding that sweet spot between providing value and providing sales content on the emails. Also, I would say, why it's increasingly dangerous to over rely, let's say, on just discounting, is not only it kind of trains the customers to constantly expect that discount code, so they will only buy when there is a discount code, because they know there's no reason to buy for full price. You're sending this discount coupon every 2-3 days, but also it kind of attracts the lower class buyers. Even like one exception would be if you really run like a discounting store, for example, liquor store with like discounts. Then it makes sense. But I mean, for a regular brand, right? Also, it kind of shrinks the profits, and it's just not a great position to be in. And at some point, you have to keep increasing the discounts. For example, there's a Black Friday, right? You don't want to run the same 20% that you've been doing throughout the year if you really want to increase the efficiency of these sales. So I think let's talk about a bit like what are some of the ideas that people could actually send as non-discounting campaigns. I mean, the ones that, let's say, not necessarily maybe educate, or not necessarily maybe like give specifically discount, maybe like couple of more interesting ideas. Like, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, basically, in whatever niche you are, whatever brand you have, there are a couple of evergreen campaigns, as Arthur's mentioned, that they can be basically sent across every niche, every vertical, and they would still work. So what I would recommend, and what we are also doing for our clients right now, is basically we always lead with these evergreen types of campaigns and angles to see what sticks, and then we try to explore more experimental angles for campaigns. But yeah, personal favorite, first one, social proof, deep dive emails. It's like if you have all the social proof, you have all the reviews, the trust pilot that your customers are giving you. Basically, that's free information wrote in the customer language. So you utilize it across ads. So why not utilize it across emails as well? It's basically take 3-4 screenshots of your email reviews, even if you don't have an email team, like if you're just by yourself and maybe a video editor for ads or something like this. If you're a small team, you can still easily do this, like take screenshot of 3 or 4 reviews that clearly state how the customer like how your product transforms the customer's life. Put it in an email and send it. Like you just need a simple subject line, 3-4 screenshots, and it will work even without fancy design, without anything. And we've seen this like it works for every single brand that we've sent it. And yeah, it works in the same way as if you use reviews for your ads. Like it just showcases how the transformation showcases that you can be trusted. It creates authority, credibility, most importantly, and yeah, it simply always works.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And one of my favorites, just to talk about the same content bracket, is not long ago one of the brands that we managed, like one of the campaigns really killed it when one of our account managers actually put like a hidden Reddit thread that he found about that specific product, which was addressing like a specific concern of clients, and we actually put like the whole Reddit thread with answers and other customers actually answering to that client, and it ended up being one of the most profitable campaign. And also I know that the client himself was very excited about that campaign, because it truly kind of showed that these deeper insights that your clients have, or these deeper, skepticism that your clients have, and actually other customers are addressing it, and this kind of gives extra layer of credibility, because those answers are not coming directly from you, but those answers are coming from your past clients who have theoretically no incentive to lie about these answers, right? But
Yeah.
let me talk about also, like, I think everyone knows that, you need to send educational based, let's say, value emails. But what I want to kind of address is like what exactly these emails could be. And just a couple of my favorite ideas is, for example, you have, let's say, a supplement brand or skincare brand, and let's say there are cheaper alternatives. And I really like to send emails that are basically addressing why, in the first place, there are cheaper alternatives, and what these cheaper alternatives fail to achieve compared to the product that, let's say, our client or your store sells. I think it's one of the greatest emails to send, because these is exactly the thought process of your clients, and that when they're making that buying decision on your store. So I think that's a great one. I love to do ingredient breakdown. Of course, that applies only on like skincare or consumables, things like that. But there are plenty of ideas that you can use. For example, with electronics, right? You can create an email that is like cost per use mathematics, right? So typically gadgets are a bit more pricier than, let's say, regular goods, but you can calculate, for example, for a client, you know that client is going to use this product for at least a year every day or something like that, and you can calculate how much it costs per use. And then turns out it's super small amounts of money, and kind of that makes it as a no-brainer. Of course, we love to do side-by-side comparisons as well, if that, of course, applies to your brand. We like to do all sorts of like how the product is made, maybe some sort of a story, but those typically are the educational-based ideas that we really like to do.
Yeah.
You have any other ideas, Simon?
Yeah, very important thing for your email campaign content calendar is to keep things fresh. So that's why we're even talking right now, because with sales campaigns, it's not fresh. It's stale, it's boring if you send like 10 sales campaigns emails per month. Subscribers will get bored of it, your click rate will plummet, and then even sales will stall. So that's why a very easy way to like bring in fresh ideas is basically look at cultural and moment-based emails. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're a teeth whitening brand, let's say Snow. So you have World Smile Day. Like just open Google, put like search like for different days in every month. Like there's World Smile Day, there's St. Patrick's Day. There are all kinds of different things people celebrate, and depending on your brand, your subscribers, your customers, your people, they will resonate with different days, and it's very easy to create novelty to basically to make the content fresh
Hmm.
and relatable, and people will actually also convert from those campaigns. We've seen it time and time and time again, even without a discount. Of course, if you want to go one step further, bring sales to the next level, with this type of campaign, you can even add a small offer like World Smile Day, 24 hours, like 5% off, code Smile 5. You can use these types of campaigns in this way as well. But even without discount, it would still be interesting. It would still work well
Yeah.
for you. So I think
For sure.
it's good.
It's yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of giving like a reason for running a sale, not just because
exactly.
you need the money, but you're like, oh, here's like a appealing reason for me to run this sale, and like I think that kind of resonates with clients, even if they're not aware of the World Smile Day. For example, I don't celebrate World Smile Day. I'm not sure if you do, but knowing you,
Not
I think no. But yeah. I would like to add a fourth one, which I kind of already touched upon, like with this, value-based content. But I want to kind of make a step forward with storytelling emails. Call it storytelling, call it founder's email, doesn't matter. But the idea is kind of the same. But I would like to kind of emphasize the personality of the brand, personality of this email. So basically telling a bit more personal stories. Just to give you an example, we had one brand that upon the onboarding, he told me that he was almost didn't launch that brand because after the first batch of products, like just didn't get enough traction. Although he spent all these like months and months and thousands of dollars to kind of create this product. Product was fantastic, but it didn't really, took off the way he was kind of expecting. And funny thing was that actual like past clients were reaching out to buy more stuff, and it was not available, and that kind of motivated him to give another shot for this business, which turned out to be a multi 7-figure business right now, which is quite an insane story. And if we have these types of content pillars, those resonate very, very well. I also remember like 4 or 5 years ago, we worked with one of the skincare brands, and there was a guy that sent a testimonial. We didn't even ask for a testimonial, but he sent himself that he kind of recorded every day for 30 days using the product, and like the day number 1 versus day number 30 was just fucking insane. And you didn't have to fake testimonials, you didn't have to fake before after photos. It was just clear as day when he was showing and documenting his experience with the brand. So these types of like personalized emails, they just crush it because there is a story behind. And if a client can really attach himself to that story, it's gonna work better than any promotional email, any marketing heavy email. It's just what works, right?
Yeah, and if I may add, like to like founder emails work, but founder ads also work. Like in past year, um, like if you're okay with filming yourself on camera, simply take your phone, film how you're in the factory or in the warehouse or how your product was produced, or just simply talking about your product and how it's going to transform customers' lives. And we are seeing right now these ads are simply crushing. And this can be also your moat, like in the era of AI, where everyone can produce emails, images, ads fully with AI, with fake people. This brings a new level to credibility that nobody can take from you. Nobody can copy your face, your founder video. It just creates like a creative moat around your brand, and people resonate with you. And yeah, we have a lot of clients and founders that are doing this successfully right now and are scaling to like 6-7 figures per month solely based on founder ads and founder emails. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very valid point. By the way, to all the listeners, those whoever are still listening, we will have a link down this video where you can see actual examples of the emails, all the emails that we're discussing here or the ideas. We'll put together some of the emails that we created along the way so that you can use that Figma file for an inspiration for your brand, so check it out. But going forward, I just want to mention fifth pillar is interactive / let's say gamified emails, and this is one of those like ideas that I don't think a lot of brands are using, and I don't know why, because I feel like it's what it gives like a fresh perspective, and it kind of stands out from all the boring emails across the inbox. And theoretically, like typically when you look through your inbox, it's all the same shit, like 10% off, 15% off, 20% off. And don't get me wrong, that stuff works, but I mean, how often do you see some crazy gamified shit? Like not so often, right? And what I mean by that, for example, specific idea that, and I'll be honest, this idea we saw from Dr. Squatch. That's like OG brand. They do fantastic email marketing, and we just simply love this idea, and we try to kind of inspire from this idea, and it just crushed. It was kind of a Google Capture idea, where there were like, you know, those like smaller images that you need to kind of verify that you're not a robot or whatnot. And in those images, brand has like a product related images embedded into these smaller images. So you had to kind of press wherever you see their products being featured. And the funniest thing is when you actually press on any of these images, you get back to the website. So you kind of maximize that click-through rate, and you maximize the amount of traffic that is coming from the email, which at the end of the day is the goal of the email. So I freaking love that email, and we did that for many clients, and it just simply crushed. Another idea that I really loved, we used to work with a brand called Rat Shop, and it was the only reason we stopped to work with them because they sold the brand, but it was one of my favorite brands we've worked with, and they would sell like these print-on-demand shoes with like all the ridiculous, crazy designs, just super fun and like interesting brand in general. And what we've done with them, they were notoriously having like low click-through rates, and like when we got onboarded, we wanted to kind of increase that click-through rate. So we came up with the idea that actually clients had to vote for their favorite designs. So we would take like one of the most favorite designs from one collection versus the other one, and we would place them as like a fighters, you know, one fighter versus the other fighter, and you need to click a button which one you think is gonna win the fight. And the funniest thing, again, if you click on, you know, number one, you get to that shoe landing page. If you click to number two, you get to that shoe landing page. Not only that email freaking crushed click-through rates. Like I don't remember specifically, but these were crazy click-through rates there. But also sales-wise, these emails like perform very well, because naturally clients would land on these product pages, and if they didn't like that specific design, they would actually have recommendations that were again dynamic based on the product that they showed an interest for. So I thought that's quite good. So definitely give a shot to these interactive / gamified emails, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then last one, I think this is super straightforward, but it's objection handling campaigns. They are not super interesting, but they work. And the way we've made them like work for our clients and for our brands is you simply go through your customer inbox or see like what's stopping or think about what may stop your a potential customer to shop from you. Oh, and just to mention, these campaigns are very good for like non-buyers slash prospects that are sitting on on your list and have not converted yet. So think about what is stopping them, and then simply create an email idea around it. So a very popular email type of campaign that we're using is the shopping guarantee. So every brand has a money back guarantee, has free shipping for this and that days, has a secure checkout. Those are all shopping guarantees that you are all presenting on your product pages. So simply create an email about it, like mention the shopping guarantees. Basically, they risk the purchase, so people can feel absolutely safe shopping with you, and safe. They should basically feel. They should know that you are going to provide a good experience. Another type of objection handling campaign, like an objection may be the price. So go over, break down the price, or showcase the perceived value of your offer. Like, okay, price is just a number, but what am I getting for that price? And if you can explain this clearly enough, with good copy, it can also overcome and make someone buy without you having to send them a coupon code. Another type of campaign that you can use is the frequently asked questions one. Like, you are all having this section on your product pages, so simply take the three or top four ones that you think are most relevant or most important to your customers or potential customers, and add them in a campaign, like answering. Just copy and paste, basically. It's extremely easy. Copy from your product page into an email, send it, and you'll see the results. These types of campaigns may not like immediately convert someone, but let's say they see this campaign, they go through it, then in like 2 weeks, maybe you send a sales email, or maybe some more direct response email where the goal is to convert them immediately and they will buy. So yeah, and as Arthur's mentioned, we'll add all of these types of campaigns in the link in the description, so you can go actually inspire from these emails and then remake them for your own brand.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a great list, I think, here. But just like a final thought, like maybe a bonus point for somebody that maybe is more ahead of his journey in the e-commerce. Like with these types of risk reversal campaigns, what we really like to do, if you see any of these campaigns like completely crushing, that you see above average click-through rates, above average sales data, above average maybe response rates or things like that, what we like to do is include these campaigns into flows. So for example, you have an abandoned checkout. You might include one of these winning templates into that, because you already know that you collected data that these emails are crushing it. So you might as well just apply them to a wider audience so that they continue to kind of work for you. Another thing is, what we like to do is run kind of small, NPS, call it just a survey in abandoned checkouts, trying to understand what are the key reasons people do not buy from us after multiple reminders. And then we create risk reversal campaigns based on these specific reasons. So we don't wait for people to kind of, find an answers to their objections, but we straightforward just provide them, hey, we know that probably you're wondering about A, B, C, and here's like why A and B and C is wrong, and here's why the product is freaking awesome. Like, it's in a simple language, of course, but that's what we found it's to be working very well. But guys, that's a wrap. Amazing conversation. See you all next week.